Hello everyone and welcome to our second episode of our video series, Mr.Beer Reviews, where you find it only on our awesome YouTube channel, where we review craft beer, commercial beer, home brews, and basically anything that has to do with beer and give you our thoughts. Today I'm joined by Ashley, Customer Service and Brewmaster Extraordinaire, and Zach, Customer Service and Brewmaster Extraordinaire. We have been brewing beers for, 50 years together? If you add
really
brewing
long time
together.
Yeah.
Longer. I'm younger than that, so I think we're all younger than that, though, when you add in brewing time together. So if you guys have any suggestions for future videos or beers you want us to review, please comment on the video and we can try and see if we can get them and review them if you guys get our thoughts. Or if you've had some of the beers we're reviewing, please comment and leave your thoughts on what you think. We may not like them, but you may like them. Today we have a unique tasting, so we're doing just a tasting from one brewery, Holidaily Brewing Co. out of Golden, Colorado. Mm-hmm. And what makes them unique?
They are 100% dedicated gluten-free brewery, and they also don't use any sorghum. They're all millet and buckwheat.
Yes, so that'll be exciting to try. So we have Favorite Blonde, a Buckwit Belgian, Fat Randy's IPA, and Riva Stout. Mm-hmm. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. We'll do the blonde first. I'll let Ashley go. So
the honors this week.
The Favorite Blonde is ABV of 5%. IBUs of 20. So the aroma is described as a light malty aroma with subtle hits of lemon and low fruity hop notes.
That's a pretty beer.
The hops they used were Bravo, Cascade, and Centennial.
Nice.
It's just a really well done blonde.
You know, I feel like the smell is like a light malty aroma with subtle hits of lemon and low fruity hop notes. For sure, right?
Yes.
How perceptive of you.
How perceptive.
It's very, look at that thing. Look how clear it
Yeah,
is.
they
man.
make beautiful beers. Their beers are really impressive.
You know, it almost looks like a seltzer.
Almost.
Like it's really light.
It's light, clear. It's very good, very refreshing.
That's an easy drinking. That's a good blonde.
Yeah, it's
It's an easy drinking beer.
kind of like a domestic almost. It's so smooth and crushable, but it has
the malt
flavor.
And they always impress me with how they make malt flavors without malt. They're really, really good at it.
It comes down to that roast and
Yeah.
They're really good.
yeah. And that would be an easy one to crush by the pool or at a barbecue or pizza.
That was a dang good beer.
It's really good.
That was a light beer. That's just what I needed today. It's a nice
A little
light
Get
beer.
yourself ready.
Get ready.
That's one of the reasons why I'm excited for this tasting is because I haven't had too many gluten-free beers, and I know they're lower in carb, they're lower in calorie, they're
Yep.
just as tasty if it's done right. So
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's always a tricky part.
And this is also a vegan brewery with the exception of one of their beers, which is the Honey Blonde, which I think is seasonal anyway.
gotcha.
Yeah, I think this is their spring seasonal. I saw the Buckwit Belgian.
Next is Patchy Waters coming to Arizona soon.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that a brewery or?
No, that's their fall seasonal.
Oh,
It's a pumpkin beer, but it's named after a sailboat
I saw
called
that.
Patchy
I
Waters.
actually thought they had a pumpkin spice latte. I was like, that's my inner white girl would love some of that. I'm all about pumpkin spice lattes and IPAs.
Well, they do say that IPAs are the
I know.
pumpkin spice latte
Yeah, I saw
for
someone
basic
posted that in our
guys.
Facebook group, and I was like, how are they describing me so perfectly? I love both those
Did
things.
you see my comment as a basic white dude with an arrow in my picture?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right. So here we got the Buckwit Belgian. It's a light Belgian ale with flavors of coriander and orange peel, ABV of 4.8, IBUs of 15, Bravo and Willamette. They seem to use a lot of Bravo hops in all their beers. You know why? Or just...
I don't know exactly why. I know that they focus a lot on using local ingredients,
Oh, okay.
so that could be part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
It smells.
Yeah. No, Belgians aren't really your jam, but
No.
this is a
But
pretty.
this is a good one.
It's not bad because it's
heavy.
not as like estery
Funky.
as funky as some of the Belgians that you get.
But if you like Belgians, this is a good.
Supposed to be a good like an intro to Belgians. Like if you're not sure, but it's not super like.
It's not all the way to
Over the top.
Funky Town.
Yeah.
It's only halfway to Funky Town.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
that was good. I mean, I feel like if you're doing a blind tasting, you wouldn't know that these are gluten-free beers.
No.
No. I mean, they do tend to be thinner than other beers, but these are even that they do a good job of hiding that.
And I think a lot of that comes from they are really good at using their buckwheat, because buckwheat, I think of all of the gluten-free grains that I have brewed with, buckwheat and millet are definitely the most body forming. And then buckwheat especially can really give you a lot of body if you know how to
use it,
how to work with it correctly, and they do.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have Fat Randy's IPA. So this has an ABV of 7%, IBUs of 65. The aroma is strong forward notes of citrus, melon, and flora with hints of malty sweetness. It's got Bravo, Cascade, and Centennial, so pretty kind of traditional IPA hops. Definitely kicking up the ABV with that one.
This one's what, 7%?
Not messing around anymore.
The malt comes out on the nose.
So how would you compare this? I know you had other gluten-free IPAs. How would you compare this to other ones that you've tried?
This is definitely like top 3 for sure. It's
oh wow, it's really big. It's like an American IPA. Like
it is.
American West Coast, like
very traditional.
IPA, which I love. It's because you don't find those very often anymore. You get a lot of hazies. It's hard to find a good like old school traditional.
Yeah,
that was a good beer.
Yeah, this one is probably of the 4. This one I keep coming back to the Fat Randy's, because if you're an IPA fan, this is like checks every box style wise for a properly done IPA. It just is gluten free.
Yeah. That's damn good.
Yeah, that was a real good beer.
Very much the traditional IPA.
For sure.
It's got the malt backbone with good bitter. It's not too much or not enough. It's very tasty.
Spot on.
Yeah.
That's a good beer.
And another thing about their beers too, I mentioned that they don't use sorghum, but they use all millet and all buckwheat. So sorghum is fine. It's like, I love sorghum. I like working with it because it's easy, but it can produce that twang that some people come to recognize, and you cut that out with just using the millet and the buckwheat.
Yeah.
I wonder what the grain bill looks like on one of those.
I can tell you it's probably huge.
Yeah. Should get that ABV up to where it's at.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Now some glasses here. Get ready for the stout. So now we have the Riva Stout, which is interesting because I think they used chocolate malt. So I was like, oh, there was even different kinds.
There is.
Yes.
There's all just like with regular malt roasting. They do pretty much the same roasts with gluten-free malts. So
yeah, it's more for the color rather than the flavor.
Yeah.
So it's the type of roast that's given to the grain.
Yeah, so
that's
one,
malt or not.
6.5% ABV, IBU of 40, hints of licorice, coffee, and chocolate. It's a combination of dark and chocolate millet malts with buckwheat malt,
this one is so good.
Bravo, and Willamette hops.
A little bit of a smokiness too, which I think is cool. A lot of the other gluten-free stouts that I've had, while they're good, they lack some of that complexity, or they just sort of taste like a chocolate and coffee flavored like seltzer or soda in a way, which is fine. But this one has layers, which is unusual for a gluten-free stout.
For sure. It's definitely right up there with some of the old East Coast stouts that I'm used to, but still a little on the dry side because I'm assuming the gluten-free, but it's good.
It's good.
It's very good.
I mean, it's still, like, I would call it still, the body is not quite the same as, like, say, a regular barley malt stout.
Yeah.
But it still has that kind of mouth coating properties to it.
Yeah, the aftertaste, the linger, the roasty notes, the coffee, the chocolate, it's all there. And it's good. It's really good.
That's a good beer.
What do you think, Robert?
You
impressed?
I'm impressed. What was your favorite one? Top beer?
Oh, geez. I honestly, all 4 of those beers are really solid, but if I had to go to one consistently, it's going to be the Fat Randy's, and it's a very close tie between the Buckwit and the Favorite Blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the favorite one. Did you drink it?
Yes, it
What was
is.
your favorite?
Stout.
Stout? Yeah.
Yep.
I saw that coming.
That was
Especially coming to the cooler months.
Yeah,
that's
true.
I live on Stout.
I'm on a little Fat Randy today.
There it is.
Give me all the Fat Randy and I will take it.
Fat Randy's not fat, by the way.
No?
No, but he did have a fat fall.
He had a
Yeah,
fat
you should-
fall.
Yeah, we'll try and link the YouTube video because all of their beers have very unique names after people that work there, the founders of the brewery, the brewers, and Fat Randy is after the YouTube video. Fat Randy falling. So
Double front flip, best I've ever seen.
all right.
It's looks very painful, but man,
He was good.
Popped
He
right
did
out of the
thumbs
snow.
up.
That was pretty good. All right, no, those were awesome beers.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed them.
Yes, thank you, Ashley, for sharing
Yes.
some.
Gluten-free beers. So that's gonna wrap it up. We want to thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in making beers in general or home brewing, you go over to our website, MrBeer.com. Get yourself a beer making kit. We have a special offer for listeners of this video series. You can get 20% off any of our 2-gallon beer making kits. All you gotta do is create an account and use the coupon code Mr.Beer-TV. That's MRBEER-TV.
You gonna put it up here?
I will put it. So I'll float it somewhere. I think I floated it up here last time. Or maybe I'll float it down there. We'll see where I decide to today. I like to change it up.
I'll just look
People
dumb
guess.
with my hands up. Here!
You can find all the details on how to use the code in the description below the video. Just make sure you create an account or the code will not work. And make sure you are following us on all social media platforms just by searching Mr. Beer or at Mr. Beer. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We are all over the place. We will do another one of these videos soon. I think we're having a special release for Oktoberfest over the weekend. I think that's on Sunday is the first day of Oktoberfest.
I believe so, Saturday or
I
something.
think you're right about that.
So we're gonna do a video on Oktoberfest beers and we'll release that day. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn your notifications on. And that's gonna wrap it up.
Awesome.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers.